welcome back to my channel, Southern Yankee Beauty. So today's fun because I just finished filming the Temu Beauty haul, and today we have the Temu Beauty try-on. I have all of it in front of me. We are going to use the brushes that came in. I have already pre-wet 2 of the eggs that came in the carton. I love them, and look at the size increase. So I have, I didn't get a powder. There's a few things I don't have. I'll just add my own things for that. But we're going to use this for foundation, and then when I put powder on, this one has here. So that's a place I always do like to powder, and I do like it has the flat because I wear headsets for work, and my makeup always comes off on the side of my face. So let's put our Mickey ears on. And let's get started, get everything out of our way, and yeah, let's get moving. All right, my Tinkerbell Mickey ears. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the contour stuff out first, the foundation and the concealer. Let's work in order here. All right, so there's several things. We have this little concealer, we have this big contour kit, we have the contour stick, which I don't think I'm going to like. We have the foundation I'm going to use. This actually, we're going to try it. It did explode in the thing, but I think the colors matches a little better. And then I have the bigger foundation too. This is a nice thin, lightweight one. I do currently have it on my neck. And all of these items are going to be linked for you guys. And the brands, if you want to see a little bit more detail, go take a look at the first video and watch the haul, because oh, I just hurt my nose. That hurt. Probably just cut the underneath of my nose with my stupid nail. Oh my God, that hurt. My eyes are watering. Breathe. Okay. Oh, that made my eyes water. Okay. Anyway, I have used this once. It is a little bit of a lighter shade. There's not a huge shade range here. Look how red my nose is, because my nose did not like that, how that felt. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, let's try this little concealer under the eyes. This is the Sace lady. I say Sace, but it's probably not Sace. It's Sace. I don't know. And it looks a little dark for under the eyes. Well, it looks darker in the pan than when I swatch. So we're going to just put that right here. Well, it looks like it's doing okay. And I think the color might be okay. I mean, we've got so many things to play with, so I think we'll be good. We'll get those dark bags and erase them. I get more... For me, I get more like baggy, like eye bags than I do like a distortion of color or darkness. But that seemed to do well. Let me pull you in. See, I don't know if that's like discoloration right there, or if that's like the product. Maybe the product's a little too yellow actually, now that I'm looking kind of up close. We'll go over it with something else too. It doesn't give great coverage. It's okay. It's okay. Not my favorite item. Not my favorite at all. I'm going to try this on one side. This is the contour, because this is the contour I don't think I'm going to like. It looked a little yellow when I smudged it out, and it didn't want to smudge out really nicely. So I have a feeling it's not going to be my favorite, which is why I'm going to try it on one side, and then we'll use the contour thing that looks like a Marc Jacobs item. We'll use that next. I'm going to actually take this blended side here and use the other side to this and see if I can just blend it. So it just didn't look like it blended really well, and it looked yellowish. Now it sort of looks like it's just disappearing. It's there. Yeah, it's there, but that baby hair's everywhere. You can see I've got to really, really tap it to get, yeah, not loving the way that looks on my skin. Granted, I don't have any foundation or anything yet. I think that I am, yeah, I don't like that at all, actually. Okay, all right, that's fine. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to go ahead and go in with the foundation, and then I'm going to go in with the contour palette after. This is the one that came in a little messed up, but I'm hoping the color's a little bit darker, a little bit more neutral than the other shade that I got. So we're going to go in. This looks like it might do good. I don't know if this was like a full cover foundation or what, but that's a good color. I wish it was bigger, and I wish it didn't come in broken. And I have that little Honeypot thing on my lips that we got too, so. All right, I wanted to start light with this and then add more if I need to, which I do need to add more, but there's not much in this little tube. This almost is like a sample size, like a deluxe sample size is kind of what it sort of reminds me of. Now the Beauty Blender here, these blenders are working fabulous. They're great, worth the price, money saving for sure. The little foundation's wonderful. I just would like it in a bigger size. It's a good color. It's giving me good coverage. It's got a little luminosity to it. I would say this is more of a medium, light to medium coverage. But worth it. Worth it, but because it wasn't expensive, but it's so small. You're going to be using this for like a to-go item, like to take with you. This is definitely not... It's not well made. The top, I can see the top was loose. That's why it opened up. I just threw it across the room. Hold on. All right. Mother effer. Yeah, this is not a great, it's a bad component. But the product is good inside and it is buildable. So just put another layer on and it is buildable to more of a medium or medium to full if you want. When some days you want that. I also really do think it's going to be good. Sometimes you need a touch up with foundation during the day, like in certain spots of your face, like me, like right here, I'll usually need it. And I do think it'd be good to like throw in a purse. The only problem is I don't want it to explode in my purse like it did in shipping. So I would put it in another bag if you're going to do that. But let me back you guys up. That's beautiful. I mean, overall, that's beautiful. Lang Manny is, oh, it says concealer makeup cover, but on the thing it said foundation. So maybe it's just meant to be a concealer and I used it as a foundation. Either way, it worked. All right, now we're going to go into this. And I don't know that I have any brushes from them that are going to work for this. So for the concealer part, I'm just going to use my finger and then I'll get another brush. All right, so one of the pots almost popped out. So like the stuff isn't really well made. So like this pot, I just had to push back in. I'm going to go take this middle shade here, which is going to be lighter, and see if we can get a little bit of more brightening under the eye here. All of this stuff says it's waterproof too. So, and I will tell you, those lip glosses, that I tried them on my hand in the video, I could not get it off. I used soap and that color, no wonders it stayed on me all day. It's on you and it doesn't want to come off, just an FYI. So, all right, I do believe that gave us some brightening power, which is great. Really great. So let's go ahead and take this white shade and just put a little bit up here on the brow, just like before we even start. Let's just get some white on the brow, brighten up the brow. Also, I'm going to be getting my nails done hopefully today, so ignore the fact that they are a mess. I'm losing nail polish on some of them. All right, so skin looks good. Needs bronzing for sure. I think I'm going to do like a mix of these two here, these two shades, and go in, but I got to get a brush. Hold on. Okay, I'm not good at this. I don't usually use this kind of stuff, so I'm a little nervous. So I'm going to go into the lighter shade first and just put it right here in the hollow of the cheek. And then I have a little bit of a bigger brush. We're going to brush that up. Oh, that looks pretty. That looks okay. It's not the best I've ever seen, but it's also not bad. I think this could work. So just going in with my Beauty Blender. All right, so now let's do that same thing kind of on the forehead. I'm gonna go into a little darker, mix these two. Ooh, that's really dark, huh? Well, we've committed now, friends. We have committed, so it is what it is. We're gonna try it. I feel like Tati Beauty right now. Ooh. All right, let's just swirl and buff and see how it does. Okay, so getting right into the wrinkles and staying and making my wrinkles even more pronounced. Hopefully we can blend out. Okay, it is blending out. And we're gonna need to go over the top with my foundation beauty blender just to even all of that out and not have a line. I just don't like when we have lines. All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna take the darkest shade now and I'm just gonna go under here. This is supposed to give you a little bit of like shadows so that your neck or your double chin looks less double, right? We don't want double chin if we don't have to have double chin, but we all probably have it. Especially as you get older, it just sort of happens. Okay, well, all right. I'm not unhappy with this, guys. I think this is worth the money. I think this is something you should look into for sure. And I like that it's in a cream compact. I like this. This one has my approval. All right. And actually, I mean, I really like that little foundation-y concealer one. It's too small. And then this is nice too. I did use this in a short. If you want to see this one in action, I'm sure I'll use it again as well. All right, so I think we're done playing with the contours and all of that kind of stuff. Let's stick that stuff here. Let's go into, before we do lips and blush and all that, we're gonna go into the eyeshadow palette right here and probably do these mostly shades here, but we are going to use the brushes that I got from them. I'm going to take out like the blush and highlight ones, and then let's get the little guys. What's interesting is they didn't give you any blender brushes at all, which is mostly what I use, except for the detail work. So all of the little brushes, these are all like little eye brushes, and we will use them, but there's nothing for your eyes. Like these are way too big for anybody's eyes. So I'm gonna have to use my own blender brush to get us started. I do have one right here from Rephr. This is a Rephr 27. This palette looks kind of like a ColourPop palette to me. We're gonna start with the color Champs, which is this color here. And we're just gonna go in and put that in the crease on the lid, kind of as a lay down, because I think we used a little bit of concealer on the lid. At least I went over it with the beauty blender, so it had a little bit on it. But yeah, so this doesn't have a lot of color. This is a peach, very, very, very close to your skin tone. It's got a little color though. It's not like empty or devoid of color. Definitely good for that lay down of the first shadow, or maybe to blend out other shadows. I think you'll also like it for that. Okay, going into Big Cocktails next, and that is right here. I'm just staying with the same brush. I'm gonna bring you guys in just a little more so you can get a better look at how these blend. So picked up a lot, want to tap it off, and let's get that in here. Well, all right, I thought it was gonna make more of an impact because it's a pretty dark shade. So this time I'm not gonna tap off, and I'm just gonna go in. All right, I mean, it's not as dark as I thought, so not a lot of pigment in here, but pigment is coming and it does build. It's just maybe not as much as I was expecting. You always want to start light anyway with any palette because you just don't know until you use the palette what kind of formula it is. It is powdery and it does blend nice. All right, so now I need a little bit of a smaller blender. I wonder if this would work. No, that's too stiff. All right, so I'm gonna go into Spoiled next right here, but I gotta get a smaller brush. Okay, this is an Morphe M456. We're going into Spoiled, same kind of color family here. I'm not gonna tap off, and we're just going to put that in the corner here and up here on the lid a little bit. That's pretty. Giving a summer vibe. This color gives me like coral like a really beautiful coral color, but like leaning more corally orange. Which, funny enough, was the color I'm drawn to today. That might be the color I go get in my nails. I was thinking about what color nails. I was thinking I wanted to do a coral, and now we have it. So I'm going into the crease just a little, just to bring that through, because I really like the color, and just to give it some cohesiveness. Okay, that looks good. Now we're gonna go into butter cake. And for butter cake, I'm gonna use their little brush right here. And butter cake is this beautiful sunshine butter yellow, really beautiful. All right, let's see what this baby can do. I might try wetting this as well, we'll see. Ooh, kind of sheer, but beautiful. I wonder if it's sort of more like Korean beauty where, you know, they do their looks, their shadows are really sheer, almost look like a watercolor is kind of what this is giving. Let's wet this and see if it does anything to the shadow. Maybe a little. Maybe a little. Yeah, I mean, I think it gave it maybe a little bit more sparkle. I'm just gonna start this one wet, because why not? All right, we gotta build it up. This little brush works good. It's got good detail work on it. It allows me to get like right in the crease, which is nice. That's pretty. All right, all right. We're gonna go down on the bottom now, and we're gonna go Note to Self, this brown shade. And we're going to put that down here. Actually, let's use this brush, this little round one, because I want this to be a little bit bigger, this color, and then I'll go in with a darker shade closer to the lid. Yeah, so this is a really pretty like caramel shade. Looks like I got some leftover eyeliner on my eyes, but whatever, we're gonna just go over it. I just got out of the shower, I scrubbed my face, but it didn't come off. I actually even used eye makeup remover. All right, well, that's a nice shade. So now I'm gonna take the angled brush here, and we're gonna go into French Kiss, which is this really dark, dark brown color. Almost looks like it got a little plum in it too, but like a purpley plum tone. Right up to the eyelid there. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna actually take that same shade and put it right here as sort of a corner, just on the corner, just like a corner top liner. I'm not even being really precise with it. Just putting it up there for a little bit of added pizzazz. Gorgeous. I might put lashes on today if I can find my lash glue. That'll give us like really a nice look. All right, I do not have liner from them. Let me find liner, and then we'll put the mascara on from them. All right, guys, so this is the mascara. Looks like one of the drugstore dupes. First layer, it looks like it's doing its job. There it is with, there it is without. Let's go ahead and get this one going, and then we'll do a second layer. It's got a nice big wand. I haven't tried it on my lower lashes yet, so we'll see. To get the product in there and the, like, wiggle it, because it doesn't feel like there was a lot of product on the wand. Yep, stringy. It's not making my eyelashes feel clumpy in any way. It's they're feeling, I just got it in my eye, they're feeling a little soft actually, the lashes. And it definitely did something, but I could see it more on this eye than I can on this side for some reason. I mean, I don't know if it's just the angle. I don't know. Maybe these lashes are shorter. And look what I did. I made a mess. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Terry, there's your mess. And it's waterproof. It's not going to come off. We're going to have to go back over with some more eyeshadow. Clean that up. Clean it up, Terry. I think that's okay. All right, there's no light in here for like a highlight. There's no like to highlight the top of the eyes or anything. We'll use a different highlighter. Okay, now we're gonna go into this little blusher, which looks stunning. And we'll use one of the brushes from them as well. Here is what the case looks like. And it is completely embossed. It's gorgeous. And it reminds me of the NARS Orgasm Blush. It's got glitter in it, like a gold and pink. So we're gonna swirly. It's hard to tell how much I got on here because these are pink. So let's see. Definitely pink and not peach. It's pretty and it applies gently. Like it doesn't lay down too much at one time. So you can like work it and build that color to your desired opacity. Let's get the other side going, girlfriend. Beautiful blush. Now this has some luminosity in the blush. If you didn't want to put highlight, of course you know I'm going to put highlight. I actually have some Temu highlights come in too. But we're going to have to use my own highlight today because that stuff hasn't arrived yet. Swirl. So you do have to kind of blend. I don't know that it's the blush as much as I'm having trouble with this. I'm going to take my thing here and just, I think it might be the brushes that are too soft. I think I need more of a dense brush. So let me get one of mine. All right. I'm going to use my bling brush, which is breaking. This part's coming off. Yeah, you just need a denser blush or brush. So this is, you don't want too soft of a brush blush. This is a little bit denser. It's still soft, but that's a beautiful shade, isn't it? Really pretty, really beautiful. Recommend that one. That's beautiful. A lot of fun. All right, we are moving right along. So now, lips. We have all them liners right here, but first I want to figure out what lipstick I'm going to use. Let's pull all of this out because I got to get it out of here anyway. All right, that's going to be too much. We're not doing that. And same thing, we're not doing this one. So we're going to use one of these, probably the nuder one. This one, I'm thinking. Yeah, we're gonna use this one. So let's see if we can find a liner, and the old hack we used to do in the 80s is coming back, where you use a liner a little bit deeper than your shade, which is perfect because all of these look like they're kind of dark, and so we're gonna be in trend without even trying. Let's see what we have here. Here, this or this, maybe this mauvey berry one. Hold on, I'll show you the 3 shades I'm looking at. Okay, these are the 3 shades. This looks like a good duo right there. Let's do these 2. All right, I'm gonna take this lip balm off. I'll be right back and we'll try the liquid or the lip liner. All right, let's get this lip liner going. Yeah, it's a little rough. It smells funny. Yeah, I don't like the smell. It's got a pretty strong smell for a lip liner. I can't even tell you what it smells like. Like I don't know how to classify it. These will do in a pinch, but a lot of extra work to get the color even. It's hard to use. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame because you get so many colors in there and it was such a good price. Obviously you can see what it did, but that took a lot. All right, so let's go in with this. These I know work well. Kind of a soft peachy nude, little pink. That's a pretty color. That's a pretty color. All right, so now all I have to do is powder and highlight. So I'm going to start with the highlight. Let me grab some, I'll be right back. All right, I got some Becca Champagne Pop here. I'm using this brush because it's got a little point on it. And just going to, and it's soft, so I think it's going to be a nice one for highlight. Yep, just as I suspected. All right, I'm going to take that up here too, just a little bit. Just to give a little shimmer there. So that's pretty. All right, now all I have left to do is powder, and then I'm going to see if I can find some false lashes to complete this look. Let me grab. I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and we'll just pour a little bit in here. Go in with that side, and we'll sculpt right here and right here. This is where I always have issues, where my stuff sort of wears out. And then I want it up in here too. Just sort of set everything. I feel like that powder just sort of made everything blend beautifully, didn't it? Love that. Okay. Yeah, the skin looks pretty. All right, so let's use this. This is a Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It smells kind of like peaches. This actually smells amazing. Sweet peach, that's the name of it. Okay, now I'm gonna be right back. I'm going to let that dry, and I'm gonna see if I can find some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, here is the finished look using the lashes. The lashes are Ardell Wispies. That's kind of what I needed. I like the eyeshadow. I think the eyeshadow did really, really pretty. So let me tell you what I would recommend and what I would pass on. Okay, if you are looking for a little foundation or concealer for your purse, then I would recommend this, even though this happened. The finish on it is stunning. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. Mine is in the shade 02, okay? But I would say you don't get much. It probably is a concealer, and maybe just use it for touch-ups on the go. Then, you know what we didn't use was this little guy. I'll have to use that in another video. The Sace Lady Concealer. I mean, if you don't have discoloration, it's probably fine. If you just want something really light under the eyes, like maybe you've got really great skin under there, then maybe that would be a good option for you. It is a cream. It's nice. It doesn't, like I said, it didn't really have like a ton of coverage, but it does give you something. So you could use it at the end too to kind of clean up if maybe you went too far with your shadow or something. Or you want to get in here. So I think that there's a place for that for sure. And for the prices of these, you know, you really can't go wrong. We didn't use these two tools. I'm going to set those aside so we use them in the next video. The blush, highly recommend this blush. So this is in, oh, it doesn't have a color. These don't have colors. But it's, you'll see them. It's the CDE Highlight Reading Blush, and it's beautiful. Just, you want to use a little bit more of a denser brush to put it on, because this little brush, it just doesn't give you enough. I mean, it does put it on there, so it doesn't, you know, you'd have to go in less times though if you get a little bit of a different brush. So brushes, if you have nothing, then they're probably fine, but I don't really recommend them. They're too soft. I do like how it applied the highlight that I did. I do like it for that. And some of the little eye brushes worked really great, but all the additional big face brushes, I mean, it came in a kit, so it's not like you can separate it, but those are things I probably wouldn't use. I do recommend the set of the 3 different matte liquid lips. This is a great set. These work really well. They do not come off. They will stay on almost the entire day. I also recommend this eyeshadow palette. I love the look that I came out with. It's so soft and feminine, isn't it? Just really beautiful. And I feel like the eyelashes just gave it its final pop. So I would recommend this as well. Really, really fun. Good colors in here. This worked pretty well. I mean, we didn't use all the colors, but, you know, we used a good amount of them. I would not recommend these lip liners. I'm going to use them. I have them. I'll use them. In fact, I almost want to go in a little bit darker and give her more definition. I wonder what it's going to, how it's going to do after the lipstick is laid down. They have a weird smell. All right, I do like this color better. It seems to be going over the liquid lipstick better than it was on my bare lips. It's weird. I don't like the smell at all. It's got a waxy like smell, like I don't know. I don't even know how to tell you what it doesn't smell good. So I wouldn't recommend those lip liners. I mean, if you have nothing and you need them, they're good in a pinch. They're cheap. They'll work. But you're going to have to work a little bit hard. I am going to go ahead and just put a little bit of this on over the lip, just because this is dry. It's a little drying, but it's a beautiful matte lip. And I'm just putting a little bit of the Honeypot over it. It doesn't even come off when you do that. It's like a waterproof formula. Those matte lipsticks are not going to come off you. They're going to stay on for a good portion of the day until they wear away. That's why I figured, well, we'll try that too. I do recommend this too. This is like a nourishing lip mask overnight. This is a darling, darling piece. Love it. All right, is there anything else I did not talk about? This. Okay, so the mascara did okay. It didn't do great. For the price, again, you know, could it be worth it to you? Possibly. I mean, if it did give me some lashes, but not enough, and I ended up adding falsies. It was okay. It just, you know, sometimes with mascara, you've got to like let it build up first, or you've got to use it a few times. So the formula, because it's thin, the formula will get a little bit thicker in time. All right, friends, so that is all I can tell you about right now, but let me know what you think about this look. I will have the items listed for you, and I will also have my discount code so you can try some things out. Lots of stuff up there. It does sell out really, really quickly, or discontinues or whatever. So when you see it on Temu, get it if you are interested in it, because it may not be there the very next day. All right, friends, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun trying these products on. We had some hits in here, and we had some shits in here, you know, hits and shits. So I would say the shits were these for me, and probably my most favorite thing was the eyeshadow palette and the blush. These are my two favorites. These would be the two that I really, really recommend you try out from them. Yeah, and I think that's it. And the lipsticks are great as well. And I think they have different shades in, it's a set of 3, and I think you can get a different shade. I think I got the berry shade. All right, guys, or nudes maybe, I don't remember. That's it for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful day, good rest of your weekend, and I will see you all very soon.